Hey everybody, and welcome to the gameplay videos where I'm playing Stonescar Burn up against Ewis. Get back to me on that. This hand doesn't do a lot. We've got Torch if they're aggressive, but I think we could do better than this. Our hands get much better when we have a turn 1 play, or like even a turn 2 play like Rakano Outlaw, although this hand is kind of suboptimal. We do have triple fire for oh, they're on Skycrag? Well, we could have had a better hand, but that's fine. We have triple fire for Soulfire Drake, which is fine. Like our plays are gonna be pretty obvious. Ooh, Echo card out of Stonescar? Or out of Skycrag? What Echo card are you playing? Maybe I'm not paying attention enough. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, I think I know what they're playing. I wonder if they're playing, what's it called? Unstable Form. That might be a card as a Tavrod answer. Our only play is to dome them with Caleb's Favor and play a Sigil, unfortunately. I think this is just a hand that is going to match up poorly to our opponent's draw with, you know, Seek Power. Although Seek Power and an Oni running deck, that's weird. That's a little weird. But anyways, and they have no follow-ups. Interesting. Well, we'll play Sigil into Ronin, say go. I don't expect this Ronin to live, but we'll see. There might be a universe where I would consider blocking this Oni Ronin on our opponent's side, but I think we don't have any other units, so we need to keep this alive. Oh, Fire Maw. Yeah, that card's pretty good. No blocks. But seriously, what did our opponent echo? Well, Bandit Queen's good, and I do like myself a Bandit Queen. But I think it's more important just to go ahead and kill this and start getting in our own damage, because trying to race them is going to be a fool's errand. Well, not race them. We can race them. Although they seem to be a bigger Skycrag deck, although they are playing... Oh, Snowball. Okay, so they had Jotun Hurler. That's weird. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Also, drawing sigils is not good either. Well, we're going to see if we can kind of goad them into blocking. Yeah, they're not buying that. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and bash them for 4. Say go. Yeah, I think we're losing this game pretty handily now. They can play a Jotun Hurler, force us to use Rapid Shot on it, or they just have Soulfire Drake, and we're not dead. We're going to leave Oni running back? Sure. But that's fine. Wah, 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 wah. A little late there, Annihilate. A little late. We will go ahead and give our opponent the satisfaction of killing us. But, yeah. Fight. Take 3. You monster. But oh well. Bigger Skycrag. Interesting. I had not considered trying to go kind of big Skycrag, so that is interesting. In any case, let's see how the next game goes. Hopefully a little better. And here we are for game number 2 against Promethean. They're on the play, which is not something that we like. This hand is... Ooh, it's interesting. We can play Oni Ronin or Pyro Knight. This dies to almost any interaction, though. Whatever, I think we have enough threats that we can keep it. The only thing that this absolutely positively loses to is our decks that would be playing Lightning Storm. And our opponent appears to be on Xenon, so that's fine. And I'm going to lead on Oni Ronin, because getting a Warcry off is much more important, I think, than landing a Pyro Knight. And they didn't even have a Vara's Favor? Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. That's good news for us. So I think I'm going to play this Shadow Sigil and play Rakano Outlaw, because while we don't know whether we want this seal to be a fire or a shadow, well, I guess we're going to have to make a choice. They just played Shadow Sigil. They could have something like a Banish in hand, which would be something that we might be concerned with a little bit. Alright, so I think we're going to play this Seal on Fire, because we have more fire. We have more multiple fire cards than we do multiple shadow cards. I mean, it also makes our Cha-Cha's slightly worse, but that's fine. Nothing from our opponent. Well, let's play 2 Pyro Knights. See how they respond. We have a Torch if they play something small and wimpy. Them missing double time is probably huge for us. Oh, perfect. Stonescar banner. We'll just attack with everything. They have a Banish now? No, they have an Iron. Oh, man. We are going to make them very sad. They were hoping to gain some life. It stops us from playing Impending Doom, but I'm fine with that, because I don't want them gaining life. I don't want them... Yeah. That's pretty much the game. So, we beat Zenith mid-range. Let's move on to the next one. And here we are for game number 3 against Sneaky Riseface. I don't know what that means. We're going first, and this hand is hilarious but unkeepable. Sure, we can play a bunch of Pyro Knights and Oni Ronin, but we have double Obliterate, and we don't have a second power for Rakano Outlaw. Gotta send it back. This is not better? I mean, let's just play 2 1-drops next turn, because we're going to lead on this Seat of Chaos. Because while we could draw a power card, or a sigil, it's just going to be easier for us to, well, slightly punish, but that's fine. Functionally, it does not matter, because we're going to play Oni Ronin into Stonescar banner, into Pyro Knight, and say go. Our opponent appears to also be on Xenon, maybe? Let's see. Temple Scribe, per usual. Ooh, there we go. Banner number 2. So now we have enough influence to play any of our cards in our deck. So I could Torch the Scribe, but I feel like that I'm going to need to save this Torch. Well, if there's Xenon, they're going to be playing stuff like Sandstorm Titan, presumably. So actually, I think it's better to Torch this and save our Rapid Shots for when they land a Titan. That way we can at least get through the Titan. Because while the Darude is a ways away. Yeah, that's fine. They can play cards, whatever. Ooh, no, they're on Crown. Okay. Okay, they're on Crown. Ooh. Hello, Cinder Yeti. I would love to make you a little bigger, but I think that this is just going to be a little more value. So we just drew a Cinder Yeti. That's nice. Yeah, get him more damage, put him lower. So they're on Crown. Crown's almost the only deck that plays these 3 influence. Yeah, there it is. Crown of Possibilities. Whenever you draw unit you draw again, a random skill. That skill can be anything from, what's the word? Flying, Charge, Echo, Destiny. So this is definitely a Clockroach's deck as well. Clockroach Crown is a well-known archetype for us Eternal players. So I think we're just going to lead on Drake and Bash, because we only know fighting. Also, 4/4 Argentport Instigator is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, wow, they blocked the Overwhelmed creature. That seems suboptimal. So what does our opponent's follow-up? Second Sight, so they're going to put something back. I don't think they have any good answers right now, unfortunately. Like, I don't know what they could have. Well, let's play an Argentport Instigator and make it much worse for them, because like, they can play an Ion here, sure. They play Ion, they block here. We'll just Rapid Shot the Cinder Yeti, and then they gain 0 life, and they just die. Perfect. Just like the doctor ordered. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, everybody, and welcome back. Playing against Nidus, we're playing Stonescar Burn, and this hand is poop. It's really bad. I mean, we can play Oni Ronin, but that's it. Send it back. This hand is not worse. I mean, we want to draw some power cards, but that's fine. We'll lead on Banner because we want to play this Argentport Instigator on curve. Opponent is on Rakano with no follow-up. That's good for us. So I could play this Argentport Instigator and put a little bit more pressure on our opponent. But I think Rakano Outlaw is just better because, again, I do love what Warcry does, and I'd rather than torch this than this. Yep. That's fine. Let's see what we got next. Paladin. Paladin's pretty good for them. An Aegis threat. So I'm going to play Sigil. And I could play Cha-Cha here. And actually I think I will play Cha-Cha, because I do want to eventually get value out of the Cinder Yeti. And even as a 3-mana 3/3 against Rakano, this could just be the game. They have Rakano Outlaw and a Oni Ronin. That's fine. And they didn't attack. Interesting. Well, let's play Instigator and attack. That way, if they want to trade for this, they're taking 2 regardless. And that is... I am very happy with that trade. Now, I'm not blocking this Outlaw. Well, I might block it now because I just have a 3/3, and they chose not to attack, which is kind of ridiculous in my mind. We'll play Cinder Yeti, exhaust the Enforcer. I'm still going to attack because we're both aggressive decks. We want to push our advantages. And next turn I can just play Queen and make it impossible for them to block anyways. Although I feel like they're going to attack this turn. Longhorn Sergeant. That's a card. How intriguing. I'm not blocking the 2/2 quick draw. That's fine. What did we draw? We draw Rakano Outlaw. If we had drawn a power, it would have been tough between playing Queen, Drake, or Obliterate here. But I think it's just play Queen and Bash. They can choose to take 12, putting them to 9 due to the armor, which they have chosen to do. And that puts us in a pretty good position because if we draw a power card, we can obliterate them. Oh, they have Runehammer. Interesting. Runehammer. Arc Runehammer is a pretty good card, so this appears to be a very... This is a very interesting build of Rakano. Alright, so here we have a big Cha-Cha, which is fine. I think we just play the big Cha-Cha and say go. So now they have a choice of what they want to do. Because even if they have a silence effect for our Cha-Cha, by the way, Cha-Cha for Champion of Chaos, that Runehammer is going to go away. Well, it may not go away necessarily. Okay, now it's definitely going away if they want to attack with something. Because it didn't attack with either of their Warcry units, it's stuck at 3. Ooh, they chose to take 2? Ooh, opponent. Well, now I think they're just dead because we play Drake and attack. Put them to 2. We have Obliterate. I think they're dead next turn unless they surprise us. Ijin. Ooh. Yeah, this feels like a very mid-range Rakano deck instead of Rakano Plate. But that's fine. Or we can just kill them with Exact with Kalo's Favor. That's fine too. And there we go. Stonescar Burn doing what it is designed to do. Let's see how the next one goes. Ooh, Gold Chest. Alright, here we are for next game against Arvid. We're playing Stonescar Burn, and man, we've been getting a lot of these like 1 power Oni Ronin hands. Well, let's see how the next one looks. This is much better. If they're not a fire deck, we're going to be able to cook off pretty well, and I think that the upside of us being able to go turn 1 Ronin, turn 2 Outlaw is going to be much higher, even if they have like a torch or whatever. Ooh, Echo card. Well, that makes me a little hopeful that they don't have a answer to Oni Ronin. I mean, it could have been like the mid-range Skycrag deck we ran into with Jotun Hurlers. Yeah, no, this feels like Clockroaches. We will attack here. Get in for 2. Play our Outlaw, say go. We could have played Caleb's Favor, but we can just play it next turn because we're likely just going to be playing a Torch on their turn. And now, perfect. We get Seat of Chaos instead. So we will Favor, play Seat, attack for 4. Whatever unit is floating in on the top of our deck has +3/+3, which is very big. Yeah, this feels like a crown deck. Nothing. Okay. We're going to play this Fire Sigil. And then we will A plus space. This could be an Ion. Yep, this is an Ion. And again, this is the same line as last time. We're going to torch the Ion because we want to save this rapid shot in case they find another time and land something like a Darude. Because Sandstorm Titan's a very hard card for us to beat without something like rapid shot or annihilate. And they miss a land drop. Well, that's good for us. We will A plus space again. They might have another Ion. Hey, how about that? Second turn, same as the first. Torture Ion. You gain no life. Take 2. Say go. I also want to save this Granite Monument to be a 4-1 charge, because this is going to be very hard for them to deal with. Alright, so obviously they don't have any sigils in hand because they played Seed of Mystery. Oh man, Banish? That means that they're desperate. So that's good for us. Or we just have a 9/9 Rakano Outlaw. That's cool too. We will fight, and we'll essentially present lethal next turn with our 9/9 Outlaw that they should have saved their Banish for. So they're going to Dark Return back their Ion, which is their only choice. So they have Ion in hand, and then they're just going to say go, which is fine. I think we just A space here because they have no choice. Now, what do they block? So they block there. So we quick draw our Oni Ronin. So they gain 0 life. I thought about quick rapid shotting the Rakano Outlaw. However, well, they just conceded anyways. But we would have dealt 13. They would have gained 4. They would have still been alive. So let's try one more. Alright, here we are against Boredom. Very interesting way to spell boredom. We are on the play with a pretty bad hand. You're sure we can go Caleb's Favor into Champion of Chaos, but this is just essentially another power card. So we're gonna try again. Alright, this hand's not the worst. It's not good, but it's not terrible. We're gonna lead on our sigils because we don't know whether we want this seal to be fire or shadow. They led on Seat of Order, which could mean Huru Control, Huru Flyers, could mean Chalice. If it's Chalice, we're going to be in for a little bit of a grind, because our hand doesn't match up super great against Chalice. Another Seat of Order into nothings. Alright, well, we have multiple double fire cards, so we're going to make this seal be a fire seal. And we'll attack for 3. And then we'll play Champion of Chaos as a 3/3, which is not exciting. We're not happy about it, but... Alright, let's see what they do. Alright, they are definitely Chalice now that they played a time into Combray Healer. Yep. 100% Chalice. So we're going to play this seal. Unfortunately, we don't get another influence, but we will attack with everything. They're going to block, because that's what they're going to do. We're going to torch the healer, because we don't want them having a 2/5. Especially if they land a Chalice and make it a 4/7. It's very hard for us to beat that card. What do they have on their turn 4, though? They have Seek Power. That's pretty alright for us. They're going to hit triple Primal. And they're going to Wisdom main phase. Sure. We draw a Bandit Queen. Well, we can't play any of the other cards in our hand, so we're going to deal a lot of damage. Put them to 9. Represent lethal next turn. Sure, they could have like a harsh rule here, which would stink. But if we draw any power card, we get to obliterate face. This gets the obliterate line gets. Ooh, they have Archive Curator. Perfect. We play Fire Sigil. We attack with everyone. Now our champion has Overwhelm. They're going to soak all of that damage up. And then we will obliterate to the dome, just as the Eternal Gods intended. Well, we ran over Chalice. We're high in Diamond 2 now. I think that's a perfect place to call this to a close. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you all next week.